Hello and welcome. This is Beverly signing in to welcome you to another video here on my YouTube channel. Now this is a break of content because I am going to be doing Pikmin 3 Deluxe on the Switch rather than Animal Crossing. I did do a live stream this past Friday and I think some diversity of content would be helpful. I've already played Pikmin 3 once on the Wii U. Well, actually no, I played it a couple times on the Wii U. And I was so excited to hear about the Deluxe and Remaster come out for the Switch because I actually own a Switch and I can have this game forever. So I've just been playing the general normal through. I've completed basically the entire game. I haven't done the final boss because I always like collecting all the different fruits. And so I realized that the normal level of hardness is actually considered the easy level, and the hard mode is considered the normal level from the original Wii U games, and then I will eventually like to do the ultra spicy, but I want to go ahead and start doing the hard mode.
Galactic date 20XX.
And I think I'll just let all this intro stuff playing because maybe there's new people who've never played the games before.
The planet's name? Kopai. Due to a booming population, booming appetites, and a basic lack of planning, Kopai's inhabitants have all but exhausted their food supply. Their only hope is to find another planet with edible matter. Accordingly, they send unmanned scout vessels called sparrows out into space. To their dismay, the search is proving fruitless. Just as they're about to give up, the final vessel reports back with news of a miraculous discovery. They mobilize to investigate the planet, which they named PNF-404. Kopai's last hope rests on 3 intrepid explorers. At last, the explorers' 279,000 light-year voyage nears its end. But as they initiate the landing sequence, something goes horribly wrong.
Yay, Pikmin 3! Okay, I'm realizing now. Okay, now that the introduction is over with, I'm going to go ahead and actually increase the gameplay so that time can go by a bit faster. And I also just wanted to chat a bit. I don't know. I've played this game before, so it's not really much of a surprise, so I understand the mechanics of the game as well and the purpose. So I'm not sure how much commentary I can put, but at least I can mention this. I do apologize for not posting this past Sunday. I know that I was off last week and I'm off this week again. I'm sorry. I've just school's been kicking my butt lately, and also just, seasonal depression's coming in, and I don't know. Things are just falling through the cracks a little bit more, but I am going to try and be better. I do enjoy posting and recording these videos. It is a fun thing to do, and I don't know, I'm just self-conscious and just needing to really get out there and really start getting in a routine again. And I do know that this is quite a long video, because this first video I wanted to simply just get to the first boss in the game. And it did take me about an hour to get to it. I thought it would take me a bit shorter, but I did do some screw ups here and there. But I know that it is long, and I wish that I could speed up the time a bit faster as well. But if I made it any faster, then it kind of would be really choppy and would move way too quickly. So I apologize for that. But hopefully this is enjoyable for you. I enjoy watching other people play vicariously, because as a kid I'm the youngest of my family, and a lot of my siblings are gamers, and so I got to benefit from their love of games since they would have the consoles and would be skilled enough to play these games. But I was very bad at playing games, and my siblings knew this, so I did have quite a few times where I was given a disconnected controller and I was playing as the computer. But as I got older, I enjoyed watching games more tand actually playing them, since I was so bad at them anyway, and my brothers were way better than I. They're such great gamers, so shout out to them, I guess. and so I just always loved just watching people play games. I loved watching my brothers do them, and so as I've gotten older, I also still very much love watching people play games. So I just hope that this is an enjoyable video for you, because I know it would be for me. It was very difficult for me to continue to remember to not skip through all these cutscenes, since I have played this game before, and in my initial run through I skipped through every single cutscene, but now I just have to focus in and not skip through anything and actually show what's going on, because there may be people who have never played this game before, and I hope that this inspires you, because this is a really great and fun game. It's very cute, and I just love it very much. Oh man, and another crazy aspect to remember about these games is that this is the third Pikmin of the series, and so it's the latest one, and this one is like 7 years old. It came out in 2013, and that's just crazy to think about, because I don't know, I feel like it wasn't that long ago, but I guess it was, and the Wii U was such a great new console to come out, and it's so old and like nobody plays it anymore. Also, Pikmin 2 came out 9 years before Pikmin 3, so it's just, oh man, it's just wild ride roller coaster of emotions and memories. I would absolutely love to play the original games again. I barely remember them since they came out when I was so young. It came out in 2004, and so I was 5 years old. I don't think I actually played them until I was older, maybe like 9 or 10. But so far I haven't been able to find any of them that are available. And recently, I wasn't even thinking about this, but actually it turns out my fiance has a Wii that is compatible for GameCube games, because the Wii that I have is not. It's one of the newer ones. I say that in quotations because the Wii is also super freaking old. Like, I think I'm having a quarter life crisis, I guess, because I'm only in my 20s. So it's just kind of crazy to think that I've been alive for so long. Not for so long. Alive for long enough to have seen generational changes of like gaming consoles. It's just wild to think about. And I absolutely love the Switch. I love the entire concept of it. I know it's just considered like a better Wii U console, and I'm okay with that because I didn't own the Wii U. I was too old. I wasn't old enough to have the Wii U myself, and so now I'm old enough to have my own game consoles, and I love my Switch so much. I can't up it enough. I need to get so many more games for it. I'm very excited. I'm now actually getting into like the fan circles and getting into Nintendo social media so then I can stay connected and know when things are released, because this Pikmin 3 revamp took me by surprise completely. Like, I was just scrolling through Instagram and it just like randomly popped up. And I'm like, why did I not know this the second it came out? Because this is the best game ever. I think it's so funny that we just found Brittany and then immediately it's too dark and too late into the day, so we have to evacuate basically and go up into space. And so we're just leaving Brittany behind on this dangerous place and hope that she's still alive tomorrow. Like, oh no. And luckily we can find her. Okay, so the Pikmin were already super duper cute, and now I'm in editing mode now, and I have the gameplay speeded up, and so the audio makes it sound so adorable. I didn't even know that that was possible. This game is just too freaking cute. Okay, so I just picked up some of those data files, and I don't know why they're not displaying. I think the gameplay data files, it makes sense for them to not display since I have already played the game through once already. But some of the Olimar files won't play or won't come up, and that happened actually in the first playthrough that I had. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that they were like secret ones that you had to look up in the past. I don't know. I didn't really do those back then. But as you can see here, I'm just collecting all my Pikmin. I just did a bridge, and here's Brittany. We found her. Thank God she's not dead. Surprise. Alright, now we have all the new rock Pikmin here, and hopefully now we can rescue Brittoni. Okay, so I get that space travel is very difficult and you can't find out all the information at once, but honestly, what would this crew even do if they never found Pikmin? Because like there's just 3 of them and these fruits are ridiculously big, and so I don't understand. Their voyage must have been predicted to take way longer, and honestly that stresses me out because it makes me think that their planet is going to die before they could have found all the fruit. And that's actually very interesting to note because in the first Pikmin games, you actually had a timeline. I think you had to do it in 30 days, or the 30 days of the gameplay. And now there isn't any timeline, and so, I don't know, it just always feels funny. Oh look, and right here, I did a big oof. I absolutely hate killing my Pikmin, and especially since that was just such a dumb moment. I did, like to take pride in the fact that in my first gameplay I didn't kill a single Pikmin up through the first boss, and I thought that I could do the very same this time, but I was very wrong and I wasn't able to rescue my Pikmin because I wasn't paying attention, and I feel very lonely. Okay, so right here, I'm trying really hard to speed all this through. I'm trying to get to the first boss, hopefully in the first day, but I'm already over halfway done with this day, and so I just sent Alf to collect the rock Pikmin, which is super annoying because the onion is not where you're gonna land the next morning, and so even still, I had to go the next day, send someone to go get all the rock Pikmin because I don't want them to just be wasted there. I need them. But here I'm just trying really hard. I know that I just have to break down a couple bridges here, and I cut it really close, as you'll see later. I don't know how I did it. Okay, so right here I just realized that I abandoned a bunch of my Pikmin over by the wall, and I know that I'm so confused right now because usually I have my Pikmin divided up to like what's working and what's idle, but normally I don't cut it this close, but I was just trying to go do something crazy here. You see, the countdown is 10, 9, 8, and I'm still like missing a Pikmin, and I'm just like trying to run over there and trying to save him. I don't know if you were able to fully witness that, but literally in the last millisecond of time, I switched over to Brittany and was able to save the last Pikmin. I did it, you guys. I didn't have any Pikmin die on the first night. Well, actually, no, that's wrong. They didn't die to sunset, but they did die because of the crystal little bug thingy. I don't know. But soon we're gonna get to the boss, and that's exciting. Yay! So we made it to a new day. Oh, and I just love the rain aesthetic in this game so much. The animation and the game design is just so beautiful. Man, Nintendo just, even 7 years ago, coming at us with such gorgeousness. So again, as I emphasized before, I gotta go get those rock Pikmin. I don't want them to be lost there forever. I've actually done that a couple times before in older versions of the game where I just wanted to quickly get action and just get through the game. And I completely forgot those rock Pikmin over there. And so as I finish up the game and before I do the final boss, I like to go through and collect all the fruits because I just think it's so great and so fun. And I realized that I left all my rock Pikmin over on this first land. Okay, so up here is actually going to be the boss area, and I have a lot to say about this boss because when I first played this game back when it came out for the Wii U, I was so bad. I was not good at this game at all, and I lost so many Pikmin. I felt so bad, and now I wish that I was showing you something a bit more entertaining because this boss is just, I don't know, you gotta just basically break his shell, and then he did, pretty much. But before, I was just really bad at navigating and not being able to avoid his attacks and not understanding, like, oh, what does the signal mean? Like, I just saw that he charged at me. That means he just charged at me, so that means that I gotta get out of the way. And also what's really funny is that Brittany just came by and I made a big deal about being sure to collect these rock Pikmin, and I didn't even end up using them because there was no time for me to pause with the boss because I didn't want him charging and like killing all my Pikmin, and so I just didn't use them. Okay, not gonna lie, being able to finish with less than half of the day taken up, I was pretty proud of that because again, when I played this for the first time on the Wii U, it took me multiple days to be able to kill this boss. I was just so bad at it, and I lost so many Pikmin. But now I was able to just do it in less than half of a day, and so I can now get all my new rock Pikmins, and I can move on to the next day. But since we're basically near the end, I want to go ahead and give off my sign off. So thank you so much for tuning in. I know that I'm not the first person to ever do Pikmin content. I know that this game is super old and there's no need for me to be making any sort of new content, but I just really enjoy this game a lot and I feel really confident and experienced in this game. So I just really hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I did. And once again, thanks for tuning in. If you feel like sticking around, please subscribe. This is Beverly signing off. Bye!